Hi everyone, my name's Don Van Nostrand and I'm excited to join Essex High School. I've heard so many wonderful things about the school and about Essex Westford School District.
Hi everyone, I'm Tamara Parks and I'm excited as well to come to Essex High School and Essex Westford School District. Our family is looking forward to moving to Vermont.
Before we get started, Tamara and I wanted to take a quick moment to say thanks to Principal Reardon for over 40 years of service to the Essex community.
We wish you well in your retirement and congratulations.
So there were really two main reasons I wanted to be principal at Essex High School. I started my career as a high school math teacher, and while teaching, I enjoyed being part of the whole student experience. This included coaching and being part of the theater and advisory groups, just getting to know everybody and engaging with everybody. It's nice to get back to the high school level. The other reason is, my family lives in Essex and my daughters go to Essex Elementary and I've always wanted to live in the system that I work, and this is a great opportunity.
Well, I've always wanted to be an educator and a leader since I was a little girl. It was wonderful to learn about the school and the community during the interview process. And I'm very much looking forward to continuing to work collaboratively with high school students, staff, and the parents at Essex High School. I think that's a really important question for us to ask before we get started and to kind of come back to as we are working together. As of right now, I'm thinking that we definitely need to be working together as a team, collaboratively, have lots of frequent communication, and we need to work with the leadership team to clearly outline some roles. And we were also thinking that it might be a good idea to rotate those roles.
Yeah, I see co-leadership model more about the opportunities that it offers. We need to ensure clear and consistent communication and well-defined roles, that's for sure. But we expect to be proactive in avoiding the challenges that will potentially arise. We'll manage that through clear communication. We'll manage that through clear role delineation.
I think communication is one of the most important things in terms of being a school leader. There are many different ways of communicating, and I think you need to provide lots of different access points for folks. So some of those ways are by holding frequent opportunities for conferences, making sure that communications are available in multiple languages as much as possible, ensuring that all voices are included in the Parent-Teacher Association and beyond that, in the Parent Leadership Association and students as well. Sharing information through newsletters, social media, we talked about that the other day, Dawn. Making sure that those posts go out on a regular basis, and having fun opportunities for community members to interact with leadership so that it's not always something serious that we're talking about. We could have coffee with the principals, for example.
Oh, that's perfect, right? Parents, students, staff, and community are all part of the Essex High School family, and effective communication is so important, ensuring we have the best opportunities for our students. Like you said, Tamara, it's really about reaching and engaging all stakeholders, including those typically underrepresented. To do this well, you have to use a variety of mechanisms, including social media, comprehensive learning management system, face-to-face and phone call conversations, the media, whether it's the newspaper, radio, TV station, just to name a few. I think the one of the biggest components is, this is a two-way open communication. We want to hear feedback as well. So we're excited to explore the current mechanisms for communication now and continue those and possibly expand on them. I think I'm most proud of my work with families. For one, my wife and I are adoptive parents, and we understand that families come in a variety of shapes and sizes. Second, and related, is we are a global society, and we need to prepare students to be active members. Back at Orleans Central Supervisory Union, I created an identity and education parent and teacher work group, and that helped facilitate those tough conversations around race and gender equity and inequities.
For me, I think I'm most proud of being part of a small team that founded a school for English language learners. We worked together with a social justice organization called Make the Road New York. It was a really powerful experience and a great learning experience for me. I also love working collaboratively with families and parents and teachers. And this year I noticed it was especially challenging with online learning to ensure that parents had greater access to how their students were doing. So we did a lot of work on streamlining Google Classroom and making sure that the parent summaries were working. And I think we left off now, we're even better than we were before. So that's something I'm proud of. I've done a lot of work in the last couple of years with culturally responsive practices, and I'm personally proud of how much I've learned. I know I still have a lot to go. To me, there are many different ways to be successful, and I'm gonna name some of them that I think of personally, but the list is not limited. Excuse me. I think a successful student is a lifelong learner, someone who's discovered things that they're curious about, that they want to keep learning about. A successful student is a global citizen. They have strong emotional skills, they have academic skills, and they're confident and looking forward to their next steps after high school.
Nice. To me, a successful student is one, enthusiastically engaged in learning, two, developing and implementing communication skills to be part of a global society, and three, actively takes self-care both physically and emotionally. Spending time with my family mostly. My two little girls are currently 7 and 8 years old, and when weekend comes along, that's what we're doing. I try to turn off and pivot and focus a lot on the family. We'd love to go to the ocean. Hopefully, we'll be able to pick that up sometime soon. My daughter is, an honorary member of the UVM field hockey team, so we enjoy following them and going to those games as much as possible. And and then I just read as much as I can and try to learn as much as I can.
For me, I enjoy gardening, and I just kind of like digging in the dirt and planting things and seeing things grow and learning about plants and animals. I love spending time with my family. We play board games. We like to cook together. I'm often reading. I have a lot of books that I'm right in the middle of that maybe 3 I'm reading right now. I need to make sure I finish those books too. And I take my dog for walks, and I'm working on learning how to ski so that I'm not just sliding down the slope. Getting better at it. Definitely mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Hot fudge sundae, hold the nuts and cherry.
Monday, because everyone is rested and ready to be back in school. And Thursdays. I'm not sure why I like Thursdays. I think it's maybe the word Thursday, kind of funny word.
I have 2. Monday, typically, as it's the first day back with kids and staff, and Saturday, as I get to spend a lot of time with my girls. Teacher and leader. I've been, when I was
5 years old, I used to stand in my parents' classrooms and my dad's classroom specifically and pretend that I was teaching the class. And I would also play games that I was the principal of the school. So it's been a childhood dream.
Major League Baseball umpire, definitely. Although thinking about that, I never really did anything with umpiring. I was a soccer official and basketball official throughout college and teaching, but never a baseball umpire, which is kind of strange because growing up, I always wanted to be a Major League Baseball umpire.
I'm really excited about next school year and about being part of the Essex community.
I am excited also. Please be well, and I look forward to meeting everyone soon.